Good morning. That's one of those Enmark cups too, isn't it?
That's one of the better ones.
Good morning. January 1st. We are in the year of 2023. Beautiful morning this morning. I'd say it's approaching 60 degrees already. Foggy. A little bit foggy. It's a beautiful day for just what I'm doing right now, which is shooting my bow olive oil. I'm fixing up, this is the Enmark cup that we've been using for a target, and it has been thoroughly beat up. But what I'm going to do with this thing is recycle it into a small target, and I'm going to put it up in a little bit and have a small target. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about this morning. I'm going to shoot my bow, but I've had quite a few people asking me about, telling me, hey, I'm really wanting to get a longbow, and I've been thinking about it, and asking me, I guess they're asking my opinion about it. Okay, so I have some knowledge of the subject because this is my third or fourth longbow of the Howard Hill longbow. One of them I bought 85 pounds back when I was a bit stronger, and I got it got too heavy for me. I ended up pulling my muscle in my neck, and so I said, well, you know, you don't need an 85-pound bow. 50-pound bow will shoot through anything. This is a 50. This is a Howard Hill Wesley Special, probably 4 years old. Been shot into thousands of times. Gone through quite a few strings. Being as I've never bought anybody else's longbow, you know, there's some other guys out there that have a good reputation. All I can tell you about is the Howard Hill. I like it. I think that it is top of the line. The design is tried and true because Howard Hill made sure that he understood and built his bows to do a certain function. I don't know, maybe this is known as an American longbow. They say that they give you hand shock. A lot of longbows do. I don't find that with this. I think maybe it has something to do with how you hold it. They have, the handles come in a straight. This is not straight. This one right here dips just a little bit. And I think they also have some that are actually carved out a little bit more. I like this right here. I used to shoot, the other ones I had were straight. I will say this about the Howard Hill longbows. I don't know how much longer they're going to be making them. The guy that runs the place is my age, and I think he still makes bows, and I don't know how many people he's got making them. I know that Howard Hill bought a great deal of bamboo when he was alive. Went over and made a study, and he bought top quality, what I've read about it, bamboo. And I think they have that material, and I think they can keep on making them. But I'm thinking about getting another one just to have one in case this one tears up, and which I don't expect, or they are, you know, lose their bow years. I don't know that they are going to lose their bow years. I don't know how much longer they're going to be doing it. There's other ones out there though, but I can't say. I think one of them's called Northern Mist. I'd say go for it if you want a longbow. I'll tell you one thing about this Howard Hill. This has a good resale value. You got a good Howard Hill bow and you take good care of it. If you don't like it or you want to change to something else and you need the money, you're going to be able to sell this quite easily. And you're not going to take much of a beating on the resale price. All right, so I have changed my aluminum foil targets up there because the other ones have gotten beaten to pieces. And we are at, our brace height is at 7 5/8 this morning. Now, I don't know how it can go back and forth, but it does it all by itself. I guess the string stretches and then it goes back. I just don't know, but we'll try it with this brace height right here. And remember my saying, the first shot counts. And that's because you only get one shot at the deer. Well, every now and then you get two shots. It's happened to me twice, actually. But they were very young deer that did not know which way was up. And they let me have another shot and I killed them. Only the first shot counts. That's a dead deer right there. I shot an American archery recurve bow for a long time before I bought my longbow, and I still have it. American Archery was a top-notch recurve, but I prefer this now. When I shoot it now, you know, I can see why this is just more stable to me, and I like the longbow. That wasn't anything, that pattern was nothing to brag about right there. I'm pretty sure this was my error right here. Yeah, I like to stick them in there real tight when I get it on video, but it doesn't always happen. I'll try my new targets. Beautiful morning down here in South Georgia. It's Sunday. Things are quiet. We don't do much work on Sunday. Not because we feel like it's wrong to work on Sunday, you know. I guess most everybody watching me knows that Sunday is not actually the Sabbath. Got changed over back in the old days. The Sabbath is really Saturday, but who knows what is really the date? I mean, that's been thousands of years. I don't know what day it really is according to biblical time. I guess I'm waiting for the spirit to tell me something to say. I'm sitting here thinking, I don't know, I'm just out here shooting my bow. I did mention the Sabbath. Today is my tennis day. Sunday, we haven't been able to, but I play tennis on Sunday with a group of old codgers like myself. And I'm looking forward to that. We haven't played in 3 weeks because of bad weather, so I miss playing tennis. We play doubles, and sometimes we'll play singles, but it's mostly double because that's a game that doesn't require quite as much running. You know, speaking of Sabbath, that's one of the things that Yeshua, Jesus, got in trouble for back when he was on earth, is that he kept on healing people on the Sabbath. And the religious leaders kept saying, "How dare you heal on the Sabbath? We're supposed to work 6 days and on the Sabbath day rest." He pointed out to them that they were hypocrites. They did quite a few things that would have been considered work on the Sabbath. Let's see if I can lay another one in there tight. I got 2 good ones going. I'm beginning to concentrate just a little bit better. I just about made a false release right then. All right, my purpose for doing this archery is not about how great an archer I am. It's giving me something to do that I know people will click on the YouTube. And then I can do what I have been told to do, which is speak about Yeshua the Messiah, otherwise known as Jesus Christ. Yeshua told his followers to declare his name before men. Well, that's how the world knows about Jesus. The disciples went out all over the world and told them. Guess what? There was a guy in Jerusalem that was named Yeshua, and he healed blind people that were born blind from birth, which it was never known. Apparently nobody ever did that miracle. He raised people from the dead, and then the religious authorities killed him, and he raised himself from the dead. We saw him, they said. We saw him. And we're saying to you, this is the Messiah prophesied in the Jewish writings that we know of as the Bible today. Well, that's what I'm doing right now, declaring his name before men. Now, I know that I'm getting a lot of followers out there that already believe in Yeshua, and I'm grateful for that. But I hope that there's some of you guys out there that are just probably checking the Longbow out that really haven't, I know you've heard of him, but haven't put too much thought into whether or not, this is a true story. But I will tell you this. What he claimed was that the death that we undergo here in the fleshly earth could be reversed by him. And that the next step in the human evolution was to be in a spiritual dimension called heaven. Now, there's nobody out there, I don't think, that's not scared to die. I've had people tell me that they weren't scared to die. I think they were either lying or they were just brain dead. But they were people that could talk. And they said, oh, I'm not scared of dying. Maybe some of you aren't scared of dying. If you're not, let me know about it. I got a comment section on that thing. I'll talk to you. I'm not looking forward to dying myself. I have a family. I have things that I love doing, you know. But that's what Yeshua promised. And I would like to invite you, if you haven't committed to him, to think about that a little bit. And I can tell you this, there's two things going on. You got the worldly side, which is science, doctors, and medicines. And they claim that they can do all kinds of stuff to make you live longer and all. They actually even claim that they're on the verge of making it where you can live to be 500 years old. They still haven't said they can make you live forever. Actually, they have. But they're talking about in some kind of a robot form. Well, that's not real life. And on the other side, you have this guy named Yeshua, Jesus, who says that he can do that for you. And he tells you how it can be accomplished. You have to study up on it yourself. But it's not hard. It's not being good. It's not giving money to the poor. It's not tithing at church. It's not any of those kind of things. It's actually harder than that. Anybody can give. It actually means that you have to learn, or you have to give up your fleshly notion that you can save yourself. Because only God can save. Well, this is what I'm trying to declare to you. I'd like you to open your Bible to the New Testament. If you don't have a Bible, they're easy to come by. And read the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And see what you think about it. Everybody's getting older every day. This date we have with our own fleshly existence is marching on a lot faster than science can keep up with it. Look at this business that's going on right now with this COVID thing. They're claiming that millions and millions of people, and every day, almost every day in the news you hear about, oh, some new strain of COVID is coming, some new old disease that used to be has come back, smallpox is coming back. We saw on the news the other day that measles was coming back and killing children, all of these kind of things. The reason I mention that is because I'm trying to break you out of that mindset that says, I'm not going to deal with this situation because it's a long way off. I'm 71 years old. I remember when I was 20, it was like yesterday. I remember the things that I could do with my body when I was 20 years old. I was a pretty spry fellow. And now I'm not nearly as spry, and the spryness is going away very quickly. I hope that these words will stimulate you to check this out. Talking to the people that already believe, I love that too. But some of you are ultimately going to believe at some point. A lot of you are going to believe on your deathbed. You're going to finally cry out, oh, Jesus. Why don't you think about doing it sooner than later? And then you can put your shoulder to the wagon and help push along with the other people that are doing that. But I'll tell you this, I will tell you some good news about that. Yeshua made it clear, even if you come on your deathbed and cry out to him, he's going to take you. He'll be glad to have you. And by the way, You're going to be paid the same wages as those people that have been gone to the seminary and right out of high school and became preachers and spent their whole life. So the people that come last are going to be paid the same. They're not going to be discriminated on. He just wants you to come. You got two choices: science, doctors, vaccinations, operations, diets, and then you have the Good Shepherd, the God-man, Yeshua the Messiah, that asks you, come, all you who are heavily burdened, take my yoke. I'll carry this weight for you. And another fringe benefit of coming to Yeshua, he also gives you joy and peace. Those two commodities are worth all of the gold, all of the diamonds, all of the fake U.S. fiat currency in the world. More than that. Peace of mind and joy. That's one of the good reasons that I could, advise you to go ahead and get this. Find out whether you can believe him or not. Or you can wait until you're laying there in the nursing home with tubes all down your throat. And problem is, some people die, they get where they can't think anymore and they can't talk anymore. I don't know if they might still be able to go in their mind, but I wouldn't wait. I'm advising you to see about this. Take care of this business now. This is Gardner Israel, signing off.